Well, howdy folks, it's time to meet up with the Queen of Infinity. We got some camp out delights for you today, but before we go on, I want to warn all the Queen's vegetarian and vegan friends, this here ain't no show for you. Queen's cooking up beer bottle chicken and bananas brulee, hot damn!
Raise your hand if you think camping is a big hassle. Raise your hand if you're tired of eating hot dogs and marshmallows cooked on a stick every time you go camping.
That's right, it's Cooking with the Queen and we're camping out. So settle on up around your own campfire and enjoy the show.
So the first thing I'm going to do today is a recipe I've never tried before. And that's one of the things that we try to do here on Cooking with the Queen is try recipes that I've never cooked. Alright, so what that means is it might turn out really good or it might turn out really bad. But I'm not going to have a magic oven where I'm going to take out a pre-cooked recipe that's nice and perfect. Oh no, if it comes out bad, well, we're still going to have to eat it. So let's go. First thing I'm going to try today is, some of you may have heard of it, it's called beer can chicken. Only this time it's going to be beer bottle chicken, but I think it'll come out good just the same. I've got a nice, what is this here? Organically produced lager beer from the United Kingdom. So, I'd like to say hello to all my friends in the UK. We're going to open this baby up with my special Best of British bottle opener. Actually, this is a really cheap bottle opener that I got in London. As you can see, the label's peeling off. But anyway, this is the nice side. Pop this baby open. Cheers to all my friends in the UK. That is really, really good. First thing you want to do is rub the chicken with a nice mixture of herbs and spices. As long as you've got some salt, pepper, paprika, garlic, oregano, whatever you like. I'm gonna rub this chicken. This is a really nice chicken, guys. Oh yeah, I really like this chicken. If you can get your hands under the skin, get some of the spices in there. You know, you really gotta just get your hands in there and rub that chicken. Now, I hope you have some hand sanitizer because my hands, I can tell you right now, this is Salmonella City. All right, the county health department is not here, but if they were, they would be really happy to know that after rubbing that chicken, I'm washing my hands. I'm giving them a good scrub. All right, shake them dry because there's no paper towels. Because we don't really want to use paper towels if we don't need them. All right, well, after some hand washing, we are back to a new location due to some unforeseen circumstances involving the position of the sun, a very low budget, and only one chicken. So we've scooted the picnic table on over here, and now we're going to pick up right where we left off. First thing we need to do is fill this little canister here. So I'm going to do that right now. And we hope that too much of it doesn't leak out. And it's going to leak out all over and ruin our beautiful tablecloth. Next thing we're going to do really quickly is smash some garlic. And notice I keep all of my utensils in this very long plastic jar that once held some snack mix from a very large wholesale grocery store. Anyway, it keeps all of my sharp objects from poking me and the things in my car while I'm driving to and from the campground. So I'm going to really quick smush up the garlic. And once the garlic is smushed up, not too much I think, because that's what the recipe says, I'm just going to drop it in there to the beer. Slice up a couple of lemons, and if you'll notice this nice little cutting board, this cutting board is made entirely of recycled paper. So if you can get your hands on one of these, that would be great. I'm going to take the lemons, drop them right in. The last thing I'm going to add is a few sprigs of this rosemary. With nice herbs like rosemary, you can actually grow them in your own kitchen and just chop off whatever you need. So I'm going to take these herbs that I've just trimmed, drop them in here, and the nice thing about growing your own herbs is you know they haven't been treated with any pesticides or chemicals or anything. You know what's in them. Alright, so we've got our lemon and our herbs and our garlic in here. We've got our chicken, had a nice little massage, and we're going to pop the chicken onto this holder. Now, as I've been looking at this and I've been looking at the chicken, I kind of feel a little weird. I feel like I'm giving this poor little chicken an enema, but we're just going to go ahead and do that anyway. Come on, chicken. And I'm having a little trouble because the chicken does not seem to want to fit. Ah, there it goes. Push this baby down on there. Make it fit because we want all the beer and the herbs and the garlic to season this chicken. All right. Hello. Goodbye. I'm about to be cooked on the grill. Take this little baby, set it down right here on the grill. Now the recipe says to put the lid on it, but clearly that's not going to work because we're not blessed with a large enough grill. I'm going to try something else that I just thought of about 10 minutes ago, which is using some aluminum foil, because you should never camp without aluminum foil. So I just happen to have a very, very large sheet of aluminum foil, and I'm going to wrap this around the chicken. So let's see how this works. All right. An improvisational lid for my little barbecue grill. Well, what do you know? We do have a little television magic in the budget. Apparently, the cleaning fairies have been here and they've cleaned up my workstation. But they've left this beer bottle because it needs to be recycled. Is there any beer left in that bottle? Nope. So let's drop it right over here in the recycling bin with the rest of the stuff that we've recycled on this camping trip. The next thing I'm going to show you today is another recipe that I've never tried before, but it looked really good. This is called bananas brulee. To make the fake custard, one should use some Greek yogurt. Now, I've never had Greek yogurt before, so this will be a new experience for me. And I can't open this, so I'm going to use my handy dandy knife. Cut right through this. And one more container of Greek yogurt. Drop it in the bowl. And we can recycle these containers, of course. 2 points for that shot. And one more. Ha! The recipe that I saw called only for Greek yogurt and bananas. But that seemed to me to be a little plain, so I brought along some vanilla. I'm just going to add just a little pinch. That's probably enough. And we'll stir this up. Did anyone notice that the cleaning fairies left a little boot on my table? That for me must confirm the existence of the cleaning fairies. And I'm going to slice up some bananas. Now, bananas are really cool because once you're done slicing your bananas, you can take your banana peels and put them in your compost pile. So we're going to make sure that we do that. I'm going to put this in the imaginary compost pile over here. And then we'll slice the bananas. Now it's okay that I get yogurt on the bananas because the yogurt's actually going to go right on top of the bananas. I could really use a bowl of pre-chopped bananas, but since we don't have one, I'm just going to keep chopping bananas. I'm going to chop and chop and chop and chop and chop and chop and chop. I know it must be really interesting to watch me chop bananas. I don't think this is considered chopping, this is slicing. Alright, so once the bananas are cut, sliced, chopped, whatever you want to call it, I'm going to lay some of them out in my cute little ramekins. The recipe called for 4 bananas. I don't think 4 bananas are going to fit in these, so I'm going to have a bunch of bananas left over, but that's alright. Alright, well the recipe just gets easier. We're just going to take this yogurt mixture that we made and spoon it over the bananas. Now, like I said, I've never had Greek yogurt, and this Greek yogurt looks to be a little runny to me, so we'll see how this turns out. Next step is to sprinkle some brown sugar on top of the yogurt. I mush it up with my fingers. This is probably too much, but that's alright, because we're camping. Now comes the fun part. I've been waiting for this part all day. In fact, I feel like I may have been waiting my entire life for a creme brulee torch, which you don't need to be at home to get to enjoy using your creme brulee torch. Melt some sugar here. Oh yes. There's nothing that tastes better than burnt brown sugar in my opinion. I once took a cooking class where I did this, and the instructor stopped me and finished melting the sugar herself, so that tells you a little bit about my creme brulee torching experience. Ooh, now it's on fire. I like to set things on fire. Now I'm just going to take this dessert and move it over to the cooler. The great thing about this dessert is that it has to chill to get nice and tasty before we can eat it. So that gives me some time to put my feet up before I have to check the chicken. And we'll be right back after this break to see how the chicken's doing.